11 Labs becomes the latest company to release tools to build conversational agents. Welcome back to the AI Daily Brief Headlines Edition, all the daily AI news you need in around 5 minutes. We kick off today with a new conversational agent launch from 11 Labs. The voice cloning and text-to-speech platform now offers the ability to build conversational AI bots. Users can customize their own bots, tweaking settings like tone of voice and response length. The company's head of growth, Sam Sklar, told reporters that customers were already trying to use the platform to build agents like this, but had been running into problems around things like knowledge base integration and handling of interruptions, leading 11 Labs to decide to build a full pipeline to support this use case. Now, devs can plug in their choice of LLM to drive the conversation and set limits around creativity and token use. They can also tune voice, latency, stability, authentication criteria, and maximum length of conversation. The agents also have multi-language support to help engage a global customer base. Basically, the big thing here is not any of the specifics. There's nothing super novel. It's the fact that this is just becoming increasingly normalized, and it really is one more signal that the AI agent era is now truly upon us. Next up, Mistral have updated their product suite in an effort to keep up with the larger frontier labs. Mistral's chatbot, LeChat, now has inline citations as well as a canvas tool to allow users to modify AI outputs. Mistral writes in an announcement blog post, "You can use the canvas features to create documents, presentation, code, mockups, the list goes on. You're able to modify its contents in place without regenerating responses, version your drafts, and preview your designs. In addition, LeChat can now ingest large PDF documents and images as inputs. The platform leverages Black Forest Labs' Flux Pro model for image generation. LeChat can also now host shareable automated workflows for repetitive tasks, like scanning expense reports and invoice processing, and indeed, Mistral is referring to these workflows as agents. All in all, these new features bring LeChat basically in line with OpenAI's ChatGPT and Anthropic's Claude. The new features come along with an update to the model range. Pixtral Large is the second model in Mistral's image-capable LLM line. The model clocks in at 124 billion parameters, which is a little smaller than Anthropic's Claude 3 Sonnet and nowhere near the size of Meta's largest Llama 3 400B model, or of course the rumored trillions of parameters for GPT-4o. Mistral said in their announcement blog post, Pixtral Large is able to understand documents, charts, and natural images. The model demonstrates frontier-level image understanding. Mistral also unveiled a new version of their text-only model, Mistral Large. They said it brings notable improvements in long context understanding, making it well-suited for use cases like document analysis and task automation. Now, Mistral is one of a very small handful of companies that are credible frontier model developers. They are, along with Meta, holding the banner for open source approaches, but they are, of course, in an extremely competitive space where resources really do make a difference. The company recently raised $640 million in venture funding, which is no small amount, but is still a small fraction of the billions of dollars raised by companies like OpenAI. And given that this isn't enough to train a competitive next-generation model, Mistral may end up answering the question of whether AI labs can do more with less by leveraging novel techniques. For their part, Mistral is explicitly taking a different path, writing, "At Mistral, our approach to AI is different. We're not chasing AGI at all costs. Our mission is instead to place frontier AI in your hands so you get to decide what to do with advanced AI capabilities. This approach has allowed us to be quite frugal with our capital while consistently delivering frontier capabilities at affordable price points." So really interesting that you're starting to see this clear differentiation in terms of how they view their competitive set. Speaking of OpenAI, some interesting news on one of their licensing deals. Publisher Dotdash Meredith, who is the publisher of People, Better Homes and Gardens, and In Style, disclosed that they were being paid $16 million per year to license content. The multi-year partnership with OpenAI was announced back in May, and is one of many that OpenAI has signed in the past year. Speaking of licensing, book publisher HarperCollins has asked its authors to opt into a licensing deal for AI training. One of the big five publishers, HarperCollins, confirmed that they had struck a deal named AI Company. They said in a statement, HarperCollins has reached an agreement with an AI technology company to allow limited use of select nonfiction backlist titles for training AI models to improve model quality and performance. While we believe this deal is attractive, we respect the various views of our authors, and they have the choice to opt into the agreement or to pass on the opportunity. A screenshot of the communication was circulated this week by author Daniel Kibblesmith. It disclosed that the deal was $2,500 per book over a licensing period of 3 years. Kibblesmith shared his feelings when he captioned the post "Abominable." Interestingly, Kibblesmith took the chance to soapbox a little bit to AV Club and wrote, "It seems like they think they're cooked and they're chasing short money while they can. I disagree. The fear of robots replacing authors is a false binary. I see it as the beginning of two diverging markets, readers who want to connect with other humans across time and space, or readers who are satisfied with the customized on-demand content pellet fed to them by the big computer so they never have to be challenged again." Now, while it's clear which side he comes down on, that sort of tale of two markets take is reminiscent of what we're going to get into in our main episode, which is, of course, now coming up as we are done here with the headlines. Stay tuned for that.